Graduates and guests, please rise at this time for the presentation of colors by the Beavercreek High School Junior ROTC and the singing of our national anthem by the Beavercreek High School Women's Choir. Please remain standing until the colors have left the arena. You may be seated. Good evening. My name is Dale Wren, and welcome to the 2024 Beavercreek High School graduation ceremony. At this time, I'd like to recognize three groups of people. Seated behind me on the stage are members of our district administrative team, our school board, and administrative partners from our other schools. Please stand as I call your name, and please hold applause until each of the three groups have been recognized. Paul Otten, Superintendent. Dr. Bobby Fiore, Assistant Superintendent. Joy Kitzmiller, Treasurer. Darren Schwederman, Director of Human Resources. Jeff Madden, Director of Student Services. And Mike Schumann, Director of Technology. Members of our Board of Education: Joanne Regano, President. Krista Hunt, Vice President. Jean Taylor, Member at Large. Denny Morrison, Member at Large. And Dr. Carl Fisher IV, Member at Large. Beavercreek High School Administrative Team: Laura Bailey, Assistant Principal, Beavercreek High School. Jason Scott, Assistant Principal, Beavercreek High School. Jay Reynolds, Assistant Principal, Beavercreek High School. Jamie Sweet, Principal, Ferguson Hall. Justin Cochran, Assistant Principal, Ferguson Hall. Dan Lewis, Special Education Supervisor. And Josh Baker, Secondary Curriculum Director. Representing the Greene County Career Center, Brian McKnight, Principal, Greene County Career Center. Andrea Ferguson, Principal, Coy Middle School. Christine Montague, Principal, Beavercreek Preschool. And Joelle Mangan, Principal, Fairbrook Elementary. Second, I would like to recognize our Beavercreek City Schools staff members that are present, whether they assisted leading the graduates to their seats or if they are seated amongst us tonight in the arena. Beavercreek staff in any building or department, please stand at this time to be recognized for your hard work and dedication to the class of 2024. And lastly, if you are a parent or guardian of a graduate or that person who has mentored one of the graduates seated before us, please stand now so we can recognize the love and commitment that you have shown. It is with great pride that I present to you the Beavercreek Chorale and Women's Choir as they sing Thankful under the direction of Mrs. Rachel Phillips.
find our truth.
It's so long overdue. So for tonight we pray for what we know can be, and on this day we hope for what we still can see. It's all to us to be the change, and even though we all can still do more, there's so much to be thankful for. Even with our differences, there is a place we're all connected. Each of us can find each other's love. So for tonight we pray for what we know can be, and on this day we hope for what we still can see. It's up to us to be the change, and even though this world needs so much more, there's so much to be thankful for.
There's so much to be thankful for.
There's so much to be thankful
Tonight, I have the honor of recognizing those who have given so much, as well as those students aspiring to carry on their legacy. These students stand ready to answer the call of duty during our nation's most demanding moments. The commitment and dedication these young adults have made to protect and serve our country should be commended and must be honored. First, I am compelled to publicly recognize a very special group of individuals who sit in our audience today. At this time, I would ask for those individuals who are currently serving or have served in the U.S. Armed Forces to please stand to be recognized. Thank you. Thank you for all that you have sacrificed for our great country. We thank each of you for providing the freedom that we enjoy every day. Class of 2024, tonight we will honor and recognize those students, members of the class of 2024 who have decided to enter the military. The students honored tonight communicated their commitment to serve in the armed forces in their senior survey submitted in the spring. We recognize some students may have recently made the decision to serve our country, and we might not be informed of that decision. In the event your name is not called tonight and you have committed to serve, we ask that you reach out to our high school administration so we can provide you with the same symbol of our appreciation that our students called on stage tonight will receive. We know this decision should be honored for all of our students who decide to serve our country. Each student called forward will be given a flag representing the military branch they will be serving. The flag has been chosen as a small token of our appreciation to the families of these students. We know you will raise it with honor in our community. As I read each student's name and recognize them for their commitment to serve, I ask the audience to hold the applause until all students have been announced. Isabella Ross Penagore, Army. Brady Baxter, Army National Guard. Hallie Anderson, Air Force. Andrew Darovich, Air Force. David Hoy, Air Force. Peter Bowden, Air National Guard. Yumika Naradameli, Navy. Keegan Cornwell, Navy. Cameron Cornwell, Navy. Paige Lewis, Navy. Hunter McAdow, Air Force. Students, or should I say future recruits, please know that the task ahead of you is never as great as the power behind you. Each of us in this room, the entire Beavercreek community, and this country will always stand behind you and support you. Let's show these outstanding students the gratitude they deserve. At this time, I'd like to introduce our Beavercreek Chorale seniors, directed by Miss Rachel Phillips, who will perform the song For Good.
I knew you. I've been changed for good.
And just to clear the air, I ask forgiveness for the things I've done you blamed me for.
But then I guess we know there's blame to
share, and none of it seems to matter anymore. Who can say I've been changed for the better? I do believe I have been changed for the better. Because I knew you. Because I knew you. Because I knew you. I have been changed for
At this time, I would like to introduce our student council officers and recognize them for their time and dedication to Beavercreek City Schools and the Beavercreek community as a whole. Whether it is organizing homecoming festivities, blood drives, reading to preschool students, assisting at senior centers, or helping to design the new entryway sign at BHS, we appreciate your contributions. Please hold your applause until all have been introduced. Treasurer Nathan Brown, Vice President Chloe Otten, and President Claire Buddy. And now I will ask our senior class officers to make their way towards the stage so they may be recognized. You have most likely seen these students marching on a football field, singing or dancing on stage, at an athletic event, or possibly swimming across the sea. Yet they found the time to lead their senior class. Thanks to all 5 of you for all that you've done. Again, please hold your applause until all have been introduced. Historian Isai Cabello Garcia, Treasurer Kaylee Doom, Secretary Maddie Russ, Vice President Claire Eskew, and President Chloe Otten. And now Class President Chloe Otten will address the class of 2024.
Hello, parents, family members, faculty, and distinguished guests. Thank you all for being here to celebrate the accomplishments, accolades, and the new chapter beginning for the students sitting in front of us today. My name is Chloe Otten, and it is an honor to represent the Beavercreek High School graduating class of 2024. Today holds the last gathering of our class all in one room to acknowledge and applaud the 4 years of hard work, personal development, friendships, our favorite Kona ice visits, and the many times we got quarantined. Through the adversity we faced with the worldwide pandemic, our class was able to rise above and be a part of many accomplishments throughout the past 4 years. Beavercreek Athletics has earned the title of state champions 3 times. Show choir has performed 65 times. The academic team has qualified for nationals all 4 years. This past year, the debate team had 12 people qualify for state, and our JROTC drill team won Air Force Nationals. Our class had 34 students who signed to continue their athletics into college, and many more outstanding achievements that this class has earned. Growing up, high school graduation was something I was always excited for, and I'm sure many of the students sitting in front of me would agree. I have been blessed to be the youngest of my 4 siblings, meaning I had the opportunity to eagerly watch all 3 of them walk across the stage for high school and some for college, including this morning as my brother graduated from Miami University. Through all of these ceremonies I've attended, I have noticed the excitement on every graduate's face for the next step in life. In those moments, I would always think about how I couldn't wait to graduate. I couldn't wait to have that sense of freedom. I couldn't wait for all of it. The phrase, "I can't wait," is one that almost all of us have said before. There is always something we are too excited to wait for. While attending school, we use this phrase in our daily conversations. For example, we couldn't wait for our pizza party, or we couldn't wait for our field day. We couldn't wait for the Friday night football games, and some of you guys are probably thinking, you can't wait until all these speeches are over. All of these events that we are so excited for have now become memories. So remind yourself to live in the moment before it turns into a memory. Enjoy the days spent with your friends. Enjoy the loud car rides at night to get ice cream and the McDonald's trips at midnight. Slow down and appreciate what is right in front of you before it is gone. What could be so important that you would want to sacrifice your present for your future? No matter what your future holds, my advice to you is to live life and not to be so hard on yourself. It isn't the end of the world if you leave the essay for tomorrow and get a good night's sleep. Or sometimes it's in your best interest to finish the homework later and have fun with your friends instead. The next chapter of your life will go faster than the last, so leave with no regrets and enjoy every second the best that you can. You deserve all good things that life has to offer. Lastly, I would like to quote a song that I'm sure many of us know the lyrics to, "The Climb" by Miley Cyrus. There's always going to be another mountain. You're always going to want to make it move. There's always going to be an uphill battle, and sometimes you're going to have to lose. It's not about how fast you get there, and it's not about what's waiting on the other side. It's the climb. Class of 2024, let's go climb our mountain. Thank you.
Thank you, Chloe. At this time, I present to you Beavercreek High School Jazz Ensemble 1 as they perform Kubatsa under the direction of Mr. Matt Frost.
It is my honor to introduce the salutatorians for the class of 2024. Please hold your applause until all 15 have made their way onto the stage. Trevor Bevelheimer, Brandon Burkett, Lance Caswell, Ian Champagne, Macy Crawford, Andreas Custosian, Mitchell Gruber, Luke Huntzinger, Benedict Le, Catherine McKenna, Aditya Patnaik, Madison Russ, Madison Ricken, Ella Stremmel, Audrey Welch. Please help me in recognizing the class of 2024 salutatorians.
At this time, it is my pleasure to recognize the valedictorians for the class of 2024. Pranav Chandra, Catherine Doom, Anna Kwong, Reese Nelson, Jenna Puchani, and Ruth Yu. Spots, and I'll introduce you. Now, as you just noticed, we have 6 valedictorians this year. It's just the way the math worked out, which created a bit of a conundrum for us. 6 speeches seem like a lot. The rental for the Nutter Center is only 2 hours. So administratively, we kicked around all kinds of ideas and brainstorms to try to pare it down to maybe 2 speeches. But it was Mrs. Bailey who spoke up in that discussion and pointed out they all earned it. They should all speak. She was absolutely correct. Realizing they are all smarter than us anyway, we decided to let them work together to come up with a solution. So you will hear a theme from each that is part of a larger message. At this time, I will turn over the mic to Anna, Anna Kwong, Beavercreek High School, Valedictorian 2024.
Good evening, faculty, staff, friends, family, and my fellow graduates, the class of 2024. As the author Mitch Albom once said, love always wins. How many of us have read those books with strong, powerful main characters? Characters that, armed with their own wit and their own strength, single-handedly face all their trials to achieve the final victory. Throughout life, how many of us have tried so hard to be that kind of hero? But when we find ourselves at the bottom of the deep, dark pit, Doesn't it feel impossible to be a hero with the strength to climb back out? But it is in those low points that we realize the truth that indeed, love always wins. Because it is when we are in the dark that we experience those moments, the moments where our teammates hug us in the back of the bus after a bad game, where our siblings comfort us in the bathroom after a family fight, where our friends tell us how much they care about us, no matter what mistakes we make. And one by one, all those people put together are what make a person a hero. Because heroes don't become heroes by themselves. They become strong, powerful, and courageous because of those who support them along the way. Every one of us is a main character in our own story. And though this chapter may be ending, let us never cease to be thankful for those who have shown up for us along the way and given us the power and the light to walk into the future even stronger.
I want you to think about a holiday during which you both give and receive gifts. I'll give you a second. Now, ponder which makes you feel better, the giving or the receiving. You've probably heard it a million times before, but I want to reiterate the popular saying, it is better to give than to receive. This might be the most cliche topic ever for a graduation speech, but I truly believe that service holds the utmost importance in finding a sense of purpose. Since we are gathered here today to celebrate the limitless possibilities of our futures, I find this fitting. As we all sit here staring at the blank canvases of our lives, we're wondering what exactly we want to achieve. We only get about 28,835 days of life, and we want to make each one count. The question is, how? It all comes down to one thing: fulfillment. Simply put, we as humans want to feel good about the things we pour our energy into. So, why is it that deep down we feel better about giving? Well, the act of giving produces a true sense of satisfaction. There is something uniquely gratifying about leaving a positive impact on someone else's life. And that's where the value of service comes into play. Service to others can give you the drive, the motive, the inspiration to succeed. As we part ways to embark upon our lifelong journeys for fulfillment, I want you to remember this: we rely upon one another in life. We need other people to make the most of our limited time on Earth. That said, I encourage each graduate in the audience to devote time to service, to live for others, and to make the world a better place as you find your purpose. In the words of the great Mahatma Gandhi, the best way to find yourself is to lose yourself in the service of others. Thank you.
Why work for a living when you can live for a passion? Passion is what drives humanity's heart and soul. After all, what would society be without a purpose and a hunger for improvement? Passion is an integral ingredient to living life with both joy and satisfaction. The power of passion is more than a word. It is both a feeling and a state of being. To be passionate is to be persistent about what you believe in. Passion is why we create and why we live. It is why musicians create music and why painters create masterpieces. Passion motivates us to try new things, to overcome adversity, and to find joy in our craft. It is what brings us the inner joy and serenity that we, as a society, all pursue. I want you to imagine our lives as a garden and us as the seeds. The seed represents our joy, our happiness, and life satisfaction. Our families and friends are the sun, supporting us always with warmth and light and helping us grow. Our school is our soil, providing us with the means and circumstances to achieve our dreams. Our watering cans are filled with our passions, inspiring dreams and aspirations as we sprout. After all, a garden needs careful watering if it is to grow to its fullest potential. Through the years, these essential ingredients of gardening and life have intertwined to help us grow. Grow from a seed to a sprout, from a sprout to a stem, from a stem to a bud, until finally we bloom. And this is it, everyone. This is us blooming. So class of 2024, as we leave high school behind and begin paths I am sure will lead to great successes, I urge you to never leave your watering can behind and to find your passion and let it guide you into a joyful future. As we enter this next stage of life, let us embrace the power of passion that allows us to live with joy, not just exist. It is with passion and the joy it inspires that amplifies our mark on this world and our impact on the future. When we all meet again in 5, 10, 25 years, I look forward to hearing the vast fulfillment our passions have brought each and every one of us. Congratulations, class of 2024.
Dictionary.com defines perfect as excellent or complete beyond practical or theoretical improvement. The very definition explains how impossible the idea is, and yet humans chase it to the ends of the earth. My whole life, I have tried to be the perfect student, athlete, friend, daughter, sister. All that earned me was missing out on so many experiences I wish I could have had. I'd like to thank my mom. I'm eternally grateful for her role in guiding me as I learned to stop letting perfectionism hinder my growth. Now, I am here today to remind you that you don't need to be the star athlete or the valedictorian or the most popular kid in school to be proud of yourself. Perfect is not something to strive for. Instead, focus on being good. Whether good means strong or kind or simply alive, embrace that, and certainly not what you think would make you perfect. That said, you don't have to be perfect at letting go of the idea of perfection either. Give yourself grace and feel pride without comparing yourself to others. Every single one of us is graduating today, regardless of what we pursued in our 4 years at BHS or what we have planned for the future. Congratulations on this incredible accomplishment, and good luck on your future endeavors. As John Steinbeck said in East of Eden, and now that you don't have to be perfect, you can be good.
According to Curious George, curiosity is the spark that ignites a world of possibilities. These are going to be the best years of your life. You've probably heard that a lot by now. And in some ways, that's true. You'll be following your dreams, you'll form deeper friendships, and physically, your health will peak in the next few years. Though, considering how many all-nighters you'll pull, you might not feel a difference. But most of all, this is a time to be curious. Whether you're pursuing higher education or entering the workforce, more doors will open for you than ever before. And I think anyone can stand before the door frame, but the truly curious have the courage to step through to the other side. Don't be afraid to look dumb, to question things, and to chase truly wild possibilities, while still following the law, I feel the need to add. But cherish the freedom that comes with curiosity, and use this time to discover what you can truly achieve. But what comes after these amazing years? I mean, now that we've passed the prime of our lives, is it time to lock away our curiosity? I don't think so. In fact, I'm not even sure if the best years of your life, the term for it, is even real. Sure, you'll face more and more difficulties as you age, but if you keep going after what intrigues you, there's nothing stopping you from trying to make each year better than the last. Your curiosity shouldn't have an expiration date. After all, who knows what great opportunities lie just beyond those ages that we've set for ourselves. I'm excited to hear about the class of 2024's achievements, not just in 4 years, but 10, 20 years. Right now, all of you are looking down the long road ahead. And I hope you'll each stay curious, not just about academics, but about your passions, your capabilities, and the people around you, whether they're your heroes or those just in need of your service. That way, your best years might last a lot longer than you think. Thank you.
my fellow graduates, as the poet Rocky Balboa once said, life ain't about how hard you can hit, it's about how hard you can get hit and keep moving forward. When we dare to dream big, we are bound to encounter a few hiccups, but champions learn from their mistakes and then dream even bigger. Embrace that. It is not if you will succeed, but when you will succeed. Be fearless. The Gita says, do your duty to the best of your ability without worrying about the result. When we master the material, the result has to follow. Whether in the office, the workshop, or college, strive for excellence and success has to follow. I have been told that you should have at least one person who delights in your existence, who believes that the sun rises and sets with you, who believes in you and loves you unconditionally. Never let them go, because they are your shepherds. They are your absolute advocates who will protect and guide you through life. Our parents, teachers, and loved ones are here rooting for us. We are the recipients of their wisdom, their patience, and their generosity. They have built us into the champions that we are today. And all we can say is thank you. Thank you for being you, and thank you for everything you do for us. Whether we are one town away or halfway around the world, they will always be our advocates, and we will always be their students. By instilling valuable knowledge, developing our skill sets, and nurturing confidence, Beavercreek High School has forged an indelible foundation for us to thrive upon, wherever we are in life. It is upon us to refine this foundation into our version of reality. Ad astra per aspera, through difficulty to the stars. Let us reach for the stars, because they have never been closer to in our grasp. My fellow graduates, let us soar into tomorrow.
Thank you very much. Good evening, everyone. On behalf of the Beavercreek Board of Education, its faculty and staff, I would like to welcome you to the Beavercreek High School 2024 commencement ceremony. Commencement, by definition, signifies both an end and a beginning. Students, while tonight may feel like the culmination of a long journey, it also signals the start of a new and exciting chapter in each of your lives. As we gather here in celebration, take a moment to reflect on the relationships you've forged, the mentors who've guided you, and the cherished memories you've created within the halls of Beavercreek City School District. Students, your accomplishments tonight are not solely your own. They are the fruits of a collective effort, a tapestry woven by the dedication of your teachers, mentors, parents, family members, and the entire Beavercreek community. Foremost among all the individuals who have supported you is your parents. Since birth, they have been there cheering you on, guiding you, celebrating your achievements, and loving you unconditionally. Tonight will be my 23rd high school graduation as a school administrator. When you attend that many graduations, you quickly realize that the most exciting part of the evening is not the superintendent's speech.
but the moment that your name is announced and you get to walk across this stage to receive your diploma, I promise you tonight will be no different. We often take for granted the simple act of walking. It's the effortless motion that propels us forward. Tonight, your family and friends will celebrate as you take those steps forward to accept your diploma. Ironically, this is not the first time your parents have cheered as you completed this simple task. I can only imagine how exciting it was for your parents when you took your first steps as a child. Celebration erupted as you took those awkward, uncertain steps. Cameras documented each step, and your parents brought family and friends around as you attempted that feat again and again. Today, that sense of pride returns as your parents watch as you walk for the first time at your graduation. As before, cameras are ready to capture the moment, and many of your parents have invited family and friends to witness firsthand as you take these final steps as a high school senior. It is a simple act, but one that means so much to your parents and family, and one that will serve you well for the remainder of your life. Students, please understand that your parents have been your greatest cheerleaders, your unwavering supporters, and your guiding lights. Also, you need to understand that parenting is very, very difficult. On my way here tonight, I met many parents out in the parking lot, and I can tell you they looked absolutely exhausted. They are worn out, but let me tell you, they're here. From the moment you entered this world, your parents joyfully announced your arrival by sharing your first photos far and wide. And those initial weeks, as the excitement subsided and the realities of sleepless nights and mountains of diapers set in, as you grew and began to speak, the initial cuteness of each new word gave way to endless questions and demands that defined your early childhood. Remember when they were so delighted about you taking your first step? Well, understand that they quickly grew frustrated months later as you continued to run off every chance you had. When it came time for you to start school, your parents were overjoyed at the prospect of you being cared for, nurtured, and educated in an enriching environment, not to mention a reprieve from chasing you or the need to pay for childcare. Yet standing at that bus stop on your first day of school, watching you climb those big steps on the bus with a backpack that was bigger than you, their excitement turned bittersweet as they realized how quickly time was passing. Then came the milestone of you getting your driver's license. Your parents were excited, and they were able to finally remove that word taxi from the side of their car. Your parents greeted this independence with conflicting emotions. On one hand, they celebrate the rite of passage of this newfound freedom it represented for you and them. But that excitement was inevitably laced with fears about your safety and anxieties about where this newfound independence might lead. Today, this graduation ceremony marks another one of life's hurdles that you will clear. And with that, your parents will be filled with that same pride once again. I promise you they will be fighting back tears, but they will continue to wonder, where have the years gone? Students, your journey to this momentous occasion would not have been possible without the unwavering love and the support and boundless encouragement you have received from your parents. Today is as much their celebration as it is yours. Find time to thank them, hug them, and tell them what they mean to you. Life is too short for those thoughts and feelings to be kept in. To our parents and guardians, congratulations. Thank you for giving us your very best as the product of your success sits before us tonight. Students, as you leave here tonight, embrace each coming moment with enthusiasm and determination, for it is within your power to shape the path ahead. While the influence of family and friends will undoubtedly impact your journey, remember that you are the architect of your destiny. Whether you're pursuing higher education, serving your country, or entering the workforce, seize every opportunity that comes your way. Be bold, be courageous, and above all, be the protagonist of your own story. Make your life a story worth telling. Class of 2024, as you bid farewell to Beavercreek High School, carry with you the lessons that you've learned, the friendships you've forged, and the memories cherished. No matter where you go or where your steps lead you, know that we, the Beavercreek community, will always be here for you, and you can always come back home. We are behind you 100%, and you will always be a part of us. To the class of 2024, job well done, Godspeed, best of luck, and congratulations.
Tonight, we will continue a tradition we started at graduation several years ago. Each graduate was given a task to send a personalized invitation to the Beavercreek City Schools employee of their choice, their honored guest. They were given the following instructions. Your honored guests can be any teacher or staff member that you have had in the past or present that has made a difference in your life. This could be anyone from the bus driver who picked you up on that first day of kindergarten, an elementary teacher, a school counselor, a coach, an office assistant, or a principal who impacted your life and made showing up to school a little easier each day. That is someone you'd want to celebrate your graduation with. You're inviting them to attend your graduation ceremony on May 18th, 2024, 7 p.m. at the Nutter Center. If you are one of those honored guests here tonight, please stand at this time so we can recognize the impact that you have made on one or more of tonight's graduates. Audience members, in a few minutes, we will begin handing out diplomas. Please understand the class of 2024 has done everything with class for each other throughout this school year. Today, this is about the class of 2024. So while we understand that each of you are excited to hear your child called to the stage, we ask that you please refrain from yelling, screaming, and use of noisemakers. When audience members decide to cheer or scream for extended periods or use noisemakers, when an individual's name is called, it takes away from the next individual and drives attention towards you, rather than keeping the attention where it should be on this incredible group of young adults. Please honor our students by allowing them to hear their own name called, and respect our kids as we hand them their diploma. When we conclude the presentation of diplomas, our students will stand, turn their tassels, and we encourage you to join us in celebrating the achievement they have earned. Class of 2024, tonight you graduate. I want to take a moment to congratulate you personally. Thank you for allowing me and the BHS staff to be a part of your story. In a few moments, you'll walk across this stage, accept your diploma, and high school will be over. It has been a privilege to be your principal, to be able to help you grow, learn, allow you to make mistakes, and watch you get better every day. Tonight, a stage of your life comes to an end. I've learned that each stage in life has something wonderful and unique in it. And some of those wonderful, unique things don't go with you. They do not move on to the next stage. They stay locked in time. We're often told to always look forward and never look back. My advice to you is, don't forget to stop and look around every once in a while and appreciate those wonderful and unique things. Nights like graduation do not come around very often, so celebrate them fully. I will miss you, I love you, and best of luck on the road ahead. So here we go. Mr. Otten, members of the Beavercreek Board of Education, I present to you the class of 2024. They have successfully completed all the graduation requirements as set forth by the state of Ohio and the Beavercreek City School District. By the power vested in me as the principal of Beavercreek High School, I recommend that you accept these members of the class of 2024 as candidates for graduation. Will the first row please rise?
Pranav Noah Chandra.
Trevor John Bevelheimer.
Anna Kwong.
Brandon Michael Burkett.
Reese Alexandra Nelson.
Lance Tyler Caswell.
Jenna Nicole Pucciani.
Ian Gabriel Champagne.
Ruth Morong Yu.
Macy Michaela Crawford.
Nathan Cash Edward Brown.
Andreas Edward Castelcian.
Isai Paz Carballo Garcia.
Mitchell Robert Gruber.
Claire Marie Eskew.
Luke DeRay Huntzinger.
Chloe Marie Otten.
Benedict Ben Lay.
Madison Bell Russ.
Catherine Mary McKenna.
Catherine Sherilyn White Doom.
Aditya Patnaik.
Claire Marie Buddy.
Madison Lynn Ricken.
Robin Mallory Johnson.
Ella Grace Stremmel.
Lucille Hope Matlow.
Audrey Marie Welch.
Taylor Marie Powell.
Elijah Kiani Scott D'Amigo.
Alexis Mackenzie Miller.
Emily Ann Adams.
Elise Rochelle Reddick.
Gabriel Presit Adams.
Landon Bryce Hudson.
Sophia Bridget Adamson.
Colin Lee Mackey.
Donovan James Adkins.
Edwin Ellie El Akiki.
Miranda Nicole Ammon.
Marin Joan Pulver.
Hallie Vanessa Anderson.
Annabelle Tao.
Avery Ray Aparicio.
Dawson Christopher Auer.
Mackenzie Presley Ashcraft.
Tyler Wynn Back.
Nathan James Ashcraft.
Fern Badenhop.
Abigail Elizabeth Barber.
Hannah Rose Bailey.
Erin Holly Barger.
Lily Elaine Baker.
Charles Frank Barhorst.
Madison Taylor Baker.
Gretchen Ann Barhorst.
Jack Walker Bales.
Kelvin J. Retzinger.
Caitlin DJ Balmer.
Brady Allen Baxter.
Christian Wayne Barker.
Samantha Kylie Boswell.
Jessica Denise Balmer.
Katrina Lori Bottomley.
Olivia Ashlyn Bangy.
Adam Borkiza.
Cameron Cleveland Banks.
Peter Keegan Bowden.
Evelyn Rose Barnes.
Alyssa Ryan Bauer.
William Daniel Barnett.
Austin Philip Brandenburg.
Sophia Reese Bakehausen.
Shelby Jane Brandenburg.
Mitango Kristen Bella.
Elin Iman Bratcher Davis.
Carson Lloyd Bennett.
Anthony David Braun.
Dakota Rayanne Bent.
Dudley Alexander Brevard.
Jameson Chad Bish.
Addison May Brentford.
Lacey Carlin Blanton.
Abigail Rose Brewer.
Abigail Lynn Blevins.
Liberty Michelle Briggs.
Lillian Grace Blevins.
Raylan Marie Nicole Brinson.
Jacob Randall Boersma.
Jackson Lewis Brown.
Nathan Francis Bono.
Daniel Lee Chapman.
Nathan Jameson Borowski.
Caitlin Michelle Chen.
Matthew Dante Brown.
Hannah Joyce Cherry.
Regan Louise Brown.
Justin Charles Chittister.
Kamaya Lynn Brunty.
Ryan Ahmed Chowdhury.
Karina Danielle Olivia Birchfield.
Cameron Elijah Clements.
Allison Caroline Byron.
Lydia May Climby.
Skylar Marie Kane.
Chloe Elizabeth Coder.
Kayla Ann Caldwell.
Garrett John Collinsworth.
Ella Elise Calhoun.
Parker Ross Collinsworth.
Elena Ruth Campbell.
Joshua Michael Columby.
Gwyneth Ann Campbell.
Matthew Clayton Columby.
Madeline Grace Campbell.
Nicolos Alexander Costa.
Casher Allen Kennedy.
Anderson Kenneth Davis.
Chastity Nicole Carr.
Kayla Michelle Davis.
Trustin Michael Carter.
Kyle Tatsuma DeBoer.
Ayana Nicole Castle.
Noah Isaac Dell.
Sydney Isabella Klein.
Rowan Gabrielle Dent.
Lainey Brooke Conrad.
Andrew Lee Durbridge.
Ricardo Andres Contreras.
Arian Gaud Desarapu.
Kennedy Marie Korn.
Elizabeth Lynn Dick.
Cameron Andrew Cornwell.
Justin Trevor Doty.
Keegan Robert Cornwell.
Addison Charlotte Drawn.
Ethan Jeffrey Corrigan.
Leah Grace Draves.
Mason Anthony Craig.
Nathan Alexander Dunhack.
Calvin James Crawford.
Clarence Alexander Durkin.
Sarah Elizabeth Cronin.
Rowan Samuel Durnball.
Gavin Rodney Crosby.
Joseph Charles Dutton.
Donald Lee Crosswaite.
Haley Grace Ferguson.
Nevaeh Joe Cunningham.
Samuel Andrew Josiah Ferguson.
Travis Riley Cyrus.
Tabitha Sue Ferguson.
Isaiah Chase Edmond.
Maisie Malshawn Fields.
Miles Allen Edmonds.
Sophia K. Fiore.
Rami Antoine Eid.
Nicholas Philip Fisher.
Logan Scott Elkins.
Ava Justine Forlines.
Alexander James Elsner.
Austin Michael Clark.
Taylor Dawn Emery.
Aiden Trent French.
Braden Glenn Etienne.
Reed Thomas Frick.
Alex Christian Evans.
Kellen Barrett Friedman.
Matthew John Evans.
Megan Marie Frizzell.
Eva Charlotte Madeline Ferris.
McKinley Nicole Frisk.
Nicholas Jared Fall.
Vince Matthew Furry.
Audrey Lauren Fetcher.
Paul Montero Gagne.
Olivia Graceanne Ferguson.
Adonai Adams Gora,
Abigail Gadral Garcia,
Caitlin Elizabeth Gordon,
Enos Matthew Wayne Gaskill,
Taylor Marie Gordon,
Noah Blake Gaspar,
Isaac James Graham,
Abigail Kaylin Gaston,
Logan Nicholas Grant,
Anthony Harley Gates,
Megan Janae Griffin,
Trista Elizabeth Gates,
Alyssa Michelle Griffiths,
Eli Graham Gaudet,
Jayon Anthony Grigsby,
Zachary James Garrettson,
Luke Adam Grillio,
Elizabeth May Gilliam,
Gavin Gabriel Grimm,
Jocelyn Rose Glover,
Benjamin Franklin Griswold,
Liam Jackson Gluck,
Nathaniel Richard Griswold,
Sophia Reese Goki,
Luke Daniel Grumman,
Nolan Daniel Gopher,
Taylor Celeste Grove,
Cannon Taylor Goff,
Parker Daniel Gilmain,
Jenna Marie Gom,
Lillian Hope Hayes,
Keith Thomas Guthrie,
Aubrey Gale Hayes,
Treyana Michaela Marie Haley,
Kira Marie Heaton,
Micah Hernandez Smith,
Kennedy Madeline Helton,
Noah Wesley Hall,
Jason Connor Henderson,
Isabella Faith Hamilton,
Adiadel Ramiro Hale Hernandez,
Ethan Zachary Hammonds,
Caitlin Mackenzie Hess,
Olivia Carmen Hardman,
Nadine Emily Hyart,
Keegan Allen Harlow,
Natalie Elizabeth Hyart,
Emily Elizabeth Harris,
Whitney Nicole Hildebrand,
Nathan Andrew Hart,
Gavin Scott Hinders,
Sawyer Lewis Hart,
Kelsey Medhenit Hogue,
Jacob Edward Harvishak,
Elijah Matthew Hopkins,
Jada Elise Hawkins,
Andon Scott Jackson,
Ether Dallas Halls,
Jacob Reese Jackson,
Jamie Lynn Hayes,
Skylar Marilyn James,
Angelina Rose Horn,
Logan Richard Jasper,
David Wesley Hoy,
Jacob Michael Jenkins,
Suyin Wong,
Braden Elijah Johnfin,
Isabella Marie Huddleston,
Carolyn Noel Johnson,
Jacob Ray Huddleston,
Maddox Gregory Johnson,
Christian Eric Huffman,
Asha Lynn Johnson Dennis,
Simon John Houston,
Miles Xavier Johnson Smith,
Jamie Lynn Huthmacher,
Madison Lynn Jones,
Mia Sunshine Huttinger,
Pearlie Elaine Ngayep Kate,
Jarrell Douglas Himes,
Simi Kaur,
Sarah Elizabeth Imhoff,
Toga Khalifa Salem Kabrish,
Mina Zara Ennis Carner,
Taylor Ray Kim,
Caleb Thomas Kai Cam,
Robert Darby Kindle,
Christian Joseph Casal.
Jolie Nicole King.
Jaden Scott Jones.
Kyle Benjamin Knight.
Tyler Christopher Jones.
Luke Colin Kowalski.
Wyatt Denver Jones.
Emily K. Kuchera.
Tyler Brian Kelly.
Nicole Robin LaFontaine.
Caitlin Rose Kendrick.
Mark Jeremiah Larrick.
Brandon Ronald Kennel.
Lillian Renee Leopard.
Julia Marie Killingsworth.
Kira Isabel Lindeman.
Hannah Grace LaRocco.
Riley Gage Linder.
Caleb Daniel Latour.
Reagan Elizabeth Lloyd.
Delaney Yumi Lawden.
Sullivan Kyle Locke.
Jason Matthew Laverne.
Brady Elise Carlton Long.
Ryan Nan Lay.
Charles Jackson Lovejoy.
Mallory Elise LeBlanc.
Mason Scott Luthman.
Emma Marie Lee.
Aiden Joseph Lux.
Anna Riley Lefgren.
Anuja Ravi Mangrulkar.
Josiah James Lehman.
Eduardo Alexander Mariscal.
Paige Diane Lewis.
Maria Luisa Marquez de Souza.
Ryan Tyson Lewis.
Mateus Marquez de Souza.
Joshua Hunter Lyles.
Cameron Elijah Martinson.
Catherine Nicole Macbeth.
Hunter Douglas McAdowell.
Elijah Jacob Mackey.
Alexis Karinia Makinich.
Joseph Robert Nicholas Madigan.
Ryan David McCarty.
Alexa Lynn Magato.
Ryan Russell McClure.
Isabel Claire Maynard.
Olivia Ray McComas.
Alexander Michael Mangan.
Kyle Brian McCrae.
RJ Ryan Magsick Manlatak.
Nathaniel James Miller.
Caleb Bryden Manning.
Tyler Jacob Miller.
Anna Marie Marchini.
Carmen Elizabeth Milhoff.
Sarah Adrian Maresh Vasquez.
Landon Richard Lee Million.
Jonathan Michael Martin.
Brighton William Mills.
Nathaniel Dale McCoy.
Joseph Michael Mortar.
Evelyn Renee Mahaffey.
Zara Munir.
Rachel Rebecca Manette.
Amber Jean Murray.
Morgan Aaron Metzger.
Gabrielle Alexis Myers.
Caprice Roselle Meyer.
Tyler Allen Myers.
Maria Isidel Morris.
Yumika Nerdamelli.
Jacob Harrison Morgan.
Linsang Trin Win.
Wyatt Leo Morgan.
Ola Nordvik.
Natalie Ann Mort.
Nolan Kenneth Page.
Madison Taylor Murdoch.
Andrew Jonathan Passage.
Elena Marie Nalder.
Mia Elizabeth Patterson.
Breck Evan Neal.
Charlotte Grace Pauling.
Enyanam Abigail Yawa Nenonene.
Reese Olivia Pauling.
Caitlin Mai Wynn.
Logan Robert Pearson.
Kylie Grace Nicely.
Matthew Levi Pearson.
Jamie Annette Nisether.
Sean Makato Peevely.
Jaden Elizabeth O'Neill.
Nevaeh Ann Pelfrey.
Ava Marie O'Rear.
Caden Ray Pennington.
Catherine Hope Oswald.
James Connor Pennington.
Danielle Grace Otto.
Alyssa Abigail Perez.
Maxwell Everett Owen.
Dimitri Scott Perez.
Abigail Margaret Lynn Paskill.
Lucas Michael Perez.
Dava Mikhail Patrick.
Catherine Michelle Ray.
Alexei Sadler Pavlenko.
Tyler Ross Rayburn.
Aiden Joseph Paskigan.
Anna Sophia Redenball.
Jasper David Perkins.
Ashlyn Elise Rentas.
Braylon Elizabeth Phipps.
Jane Aislinn Redder.
Blake Daniel Poche.
Peyton Alexander Rhodes.
Trevor Richard Porter.
Thomas Andrew Rice.
Courtney Jane Prawl.
Logan Christopher Ritchie.
Annika Ronnie Pujara.
Leanne Dawn Riemenschneider.
Yusuf Lamont Quarles.
Abigail Danielle Roberts.
Elijah Thomas Radcliffe.
Chloe Reese Robinson.
TJ Riku Rather.
Tierra Star Robinson.
Owen Christopher Ranley.
Jaden Antonio Rodriguez.
Ashlyn Brianne Ream.
Isabella Sophia Ann Ross Penagor.
Nicholas Thomas James Rebele.
Ava Grace Rudot.
Araya Ann Red.
Hunter Allen Schlag.
Erica Lauren Reed.
Addison Margaret Schmidt.
Ethan Scott Rising.
Corinne Rebecca Schmidt.
Lexi Alina Rengstorff.
Asha Kaur Shoup.
Kenna Joyce Ruggles.
Savannah Lee Scott.
Wesley Guillermo Ruiz.
Isaiah James Segovia.
Abigail Renee Runk.
Gabrielle Ann Sepek.
Jeffrey Paul Russell.
Isabel Laura Sewell.
Paige Catherine Ruth.
Parker Joseph Shannon.
Rebecca Saloom.
Lauren Elizabeth Sheets.
Cole Isaac Salyer.
Lucas George Sheets.
Brendan Eric Sanchez.
Arabella Grace Shell.
Chahat S. Sandhu.
Brooke Michelle Shepard.
Braylon Kylie Scarberry.
Haley Mackenzie Schilt.
Peyton Marie Schaefer.
Carson Douglas Schroyer.
Catherine Ray Shell.
Michael Gabriel Sigafus.
Colton John Shermer.
Zoe Danielle Sizemore.
Rebecca Lynn Sears.
Avery Carolyn Slinker.
Lucas William Seaman.
Cooper McCollin Smith.
Becker Hatham Stea.
Kylin Ivory Smith.
Jaskarn Singh.
Kaylin Marianne Elizabeth Snyder.
Jesslyn Rose Smith.
Michaela Lauren Snyder.
Nathan Terrell Smith.
Kaylin Marie Spitzer.
Nicholas Joseph Smith.
Van Michael Stacy.
Madeline Nicole Spaeth.
Neil Benjamin Thompson.
Abigail Renee Stamper.
Mitchell Charles Thonero.
Rawan Allah Shafiq Suafan.
Kaylee Jane Tinkyu.
Megan Michelle Sutton.
Makayla Sundari Tith.
Marita Jane Tabbert.
Alan Roberto Torres.
Shakai Eugene Tally Muhammad.
Howard David Towers.
Brooke Ann Tallman.
Brianna Marie Trokelman.
Michael Reagan Cooper Taylor.
Lucille B. Wagenman.
Alyssa Marie Tegmeyer.
Caitlin Marissa Wagoner.
Summer Riley Terry Thomas.
Jacob Anders Walquist.
Nathan William Thompson.
Keegan Lee Wallingford.
Davion Ramiro Tucker.
Ryland Cooper Walmsley.
Palmer Riley Link Tucker.
Addie Marie Ward.
Daniel Paul Wood.
Austin Michael Ward.
Tyler Joseph Woodard.
William Robert Ward.
Jason Michael Rona.
Emma Catherine Watson.
Gabriel Carwill Updegraft.
Tierra Nicole Webb.
Jonathan Ivor Van Spal.
Bailey J. Weger.
Madison Irene Vance.
Grayson Joseph White.
Colby James Varga.
Alexander Todd Whiting.
Vanessa Michelle Ventura.
Riley Grace Whitman.
Ava Olivia Weiss.
Jack Warren Wiseman.
Kiera Grace Vidican.
Tyree Joseph Wilborn.
Grayson Riley Vincent.
Edward James Williams.
Tyler Owen Volk.
Ryan Wiseman.
Caitlin Marie Volti.
Allison Haley Wolf.
Zachary McNally Walsh.
Owen Neal Wolf.
Olivia Elaine Walter.
Brian Yuki Yamada.
Landon Reese Wesh.
Nicole Karen Yamada.
Shay Alexandra West.
Endion Yang.
Thomas Joseph Welker.
Aiden Joseph Zimmerman.
Cy Mason Westley. Ava Elizabeth Wilding. Stephanie Lee Wiersba. Quentin Tyrese Youngblood. Brandon Ray Zalat. Sophie Zhang. Brady Christopher Zollers.
Seniors, at this time, please stand. Parents, loved ones, staff members, I present to you the graduates of the class of 2024 of Beavercreek High School. At this time, please turn your tassel.